Episode 15. Making a good story is knowing how to play with the viewer's expectations. There are two things you can do with expectations. Either match them or subvert them. A story can foreshadow or outright tell the viewer what will happen, or leave it a mystery, to leave the viewer not knowing what to expect. Depending on how a story plays with expectation, it can create completely different narratives. Expectations can be subverted for humor, raising tension, and creating intrigue. They can be matched, and you can find stability, satisfaction, or again, humor. Prejudice can be a type of expectation. Prejudice is your first expectation of a person. Ranking of Kings has used our expectations in every episode to craft an engaging story. There are character types, tropes, and real-life experiences that the show can expect the viewer to have some degree of knowledge on. By weaving expectation and resolve, setup and punchline, the story feels like it keeps progressing smoothly. From episode 1, I expect Boji to be a hero, gain experience and skills to be a good king, and I expect it won't be easy. Many shows will make a promise at the start, which is especially clear in something like Shonen. Naruto wants to be Hokage, Ichigo wants to protect people, Ed will restore him and his brother's bodies, Gon will become a hunter and find his dad, Eren will fight the cage on humanity. Shows will set up an expectation at the beginning and will either meet or subvert it. Desha looks like a pretty bad dude, as with the Order. Despa looks like a charming and put-together respected guy, but he might like to go out and get in drunken fights. Healing might have seemed completely cold-hearted, but she has a warm heart to those close to her. Each character has their own expectations too. Sometimes they line up with the audience's, or sometimes it's the reason for conflict between two characters and how their conflict pans out. I don't know what the end of Ranking of Kings will be, but I expect we'll find out. Hello? I just wanted to add this thing to the video, this little end bit. I feel like I should have talked about this scene in the episode that inspired the topic of this video. And that's when Desha and Domus were fighting. It sets up this whole thing where Domus expects this to happen. There's a long wait. Domus starts wondering what's going on. Why is this taking so long? And then suddenly he's kicked in the nuts. And it's textbook. It's setting up your expectation by showing you what the character expects, implanting that in you, making you wonder why it's not happening, giving you time to think. Then Despa does the attack faster than Domus ever expected, but doesn't hit him. And he's like, whoa, why didn't it hit me? And then he gets kicked in the nuts, and it's great. It's funny. Good stuff. Bye.